Did you know there's a sleeper train called Amtrak that takes you across America from here in New York City to San Francisco in first class, crossing 12 different states on a 75-hour journey? Now, I actually have to be in San Francisco later this week, but 75 hours? That's insane. Like, I normally fly and it only takes 6 hours to get there. However, my girlfriend who's French keeps saying she wants to get to know my country better. Like, she's never been to a Costco, a State Fair, or even a Taco Bell. So I came up with a plan. We're going from New York City to San Francisco, riding in the 3 different first-class suites, and in each state we pass through, I'm giving her a new American experience. So let the journey start at Penn Station in New York City. Yes!
We did it.
We got it.
Well done.
Behind us is where we're going to be boarding our first train of the Amtrak Lakeshore Limited. Now, the first service of this train was October 31st, 1975. It goes through a total of 6 different states, with the final destination of this first train being Chicago, and its total duration is 19 hours. How do you feel about that,
I feel
Lucille?
great about it.
Yeah?
I'm excited.
All right, let's go and board this train. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I think this is 7.
Even?
Yeah. Oh no. All right. Let the journey begin, Lucille. All right. Where is 7? Oh, that's our home. Okay, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our home for the next 19 hours of the cheapest first-class accommodation Amtrak offers, called the roomette. What are your first impressions, Lucille?
It's nice.
It's definitely not big in width, but the height of it is pretty high. Like, when I was putting the bags up there, I saw that there's like a completely second level up here. But with that said, let's give you guys a quick tour of our home. So we have not 1, but 2 seats. We have this like foldable table here that has a checkerboard on it. Obviously this big window here. Then over here we have the door that, I mean, you can open and close it. And for privacy, there's a shade here. Then over here, we have...
Ew.
What?
Oh.
I did not know this was gonna be here.
And ladies and gentlemen, board Amtrak train 49, headed towards Chicago. Our next station stop is
And
about
we're leaving the journey.
Albany,
Begin.
where the cafe car is.
Bye. Wow, so 1 hour into our journey, and we have just been like glued to the windows here.
All the leaves are orange. It's so beautiful.
I know, the fall foliage has just been incredible thus far. And what's so crazy is after an hour, we haven't even made like a dent into New York State yet. And we're actually going to the highest part in New York, right around the border of Canada, and then heading west all along the Great Lakes until we've reached our destination of Chicago. Anyway, with the sun going down now, dinner service has just started, so we're gonna head to the dining car now and see how the food is on Amtrak.
It's so cute. It's like a diner, but on a train.
It is, yeah. But anyway, on Amtrak, there's 2 levels of dining. 1, which is called the flexible dining, and 2, the traditional 3-course meal. Now, on this train, we're on what's called a view liner, so they only offer the flexible dining option. But on our second train, which is a super liner, they offer the more luxurious version of this, which is the traditional dining option. But with that said, the menu looks pretty good, with each meal coming with a free glass of wine, or I should say, bottle.
I love the bottles. Ooh, party time. Oh, our food is arriving. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
for you.
fine. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so in front of us here, I got the butter chicken, and Lucille got the salmon. And honestly, the food looks pretty solid for being the second level of dining on Amtrak. All right, what's the verdict, Lucille?
Verdict, it's very good. I love dining cars. I love trains.
Alright, after a few more hours, we're at our first longest stop of Albany. And since Albany is the capital of New York, I think it's only right to have Lucille's first American experience here of going to a classic hot dog place that's been open since 1922.
Wow.
Hi. Wow, this looks amazing.
Yeah. That's right.
It's their first time having a hot dog in the United States. So. Yeah, no hot dogs in France.
No hot dogs.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a hot dog that looks like this?
No,
Have you? But you've never had a hot dog in the
not
US.
that I remember.
Wow. What do you think of it?
It looks really good. Like this is a cheese sauce, I think.
Yeah, there's meat and then cheese on it. Okay, the first bite. You like it? Ah, that's awesome.
First hot dog ever.
Let's go. Back on the train. All right, and we're back at our roomette now, and it looks a little bit different because now it's in night mode. And it's actually really cool seeing how they made this with putting the 2 seats down, making a bed down here, and then bringing the bed up top down, making a full-on bunk bed. And although these beds look incredibly comfortable, it's only 8 p.m. right now, so before bed, it's officially movie night. Alright, so good morning everyone. Last night we traveled all along the Great Lakes through New York and Pennsylvania to bring us to our first stop of the day of Toledo, Ohio. So let's go wake up Lucille with some coffee. Morning, Lucille.
Good morning.
I brought you something.
Oh, it's an Ohio cup.
And I have a few more things to give you, but first, let's go have some breakfast. And for breakfast, Lucille went with the 3-cheese omelet with a sausage and potatoes, and I ended up going with the bourbon crepes here. And just like dinner, the food looks really solid. But with our breakfast here, we have 2 more American experiences. Lucille, shut your eyes and hold out your hands, both hands. Okay.
That's very heavy. Oh, that's cute. I think.
Okay, you can open now.
Oh my god.
So these are the experiences from Pennsylvania.
What is he? He's so cute.
He's a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh my god.
Okay, now there are a lot of things I was excited to see on this train, but probably one of the things I was most excited for was the shower room. Like, I don't know what it is, but the thought of showering on a moving train is just so cool to me. So anyway, let me show you guys around a little bit. With first having this pretty large shower for a train, and then over here some towels and amenities. This is amazing, but I gotta hurry because we're actually passing through a new state of Indiana right now. All right, Lucille, welcome to a new state of Indiana.
Indiana.
What do you think about Indiana versus Ohio?
It's not too different from Ohio. Still a lot of corn and nice trees.
Yeah, it's true that everywhere you look in Indiana, there's cornfields. But it's funny that you say that, Lucille, because for your American experience, the #1 thing that they're the #1 producer in the United States is popcorn. Okay, so you've had popcorn obviously before, but have you had cheddar popcorn?
Obviously, I haven't.
So that's like level 1 in the US, okay? Level 2 is cheese popcorn with caramel popcorn mixed in.
Ooh.
And level 3 is bacon popcorn with chocolate.
That is very cool.
Let the Indiana adventure commence. Alright, so welcome to our first big stop of Chicago and a new state of Illinois. Now we have about a 4-hour layover until our next train, so we're gonna start with the American experience. And since we have a short amount of time here, we needed to find something that was both easy to plan, yet had a lot of reviews, so we knew it was a quality experience. So luckily I found a perfect experience on Viator called Chicago Favorites Ultimate Food and Walking Tour that has us try every Chicago specialty. From things like deep dish pizza, to a beautiful wet Italian beef, to a Chicago style hot dog. Completing one of the best tours I've ever been on. Like that was incredible.
It was so fun. Yeah, the guides were really cool. Food was delicious.
the food.
10 out of 10.
But it really shows me yet again why Viator is my go-to tool for planning and booking travel experiences around the world. Like before this, we did another epic experience in New York at the Empire State Building Observatory, as they have over 300,000 travel experiences and millions of real traveler reviews. So thank you again to Viator for sponsoring this video, and be sure to click the link in the description box below to plan your first experience with them today. But anyway, we're back at Union Station, where right behind the doors back there we'll be boarding our second train of the California Zephyr. Now, the first service of this train was March 20th, 1949. The train route takes us through 7 states, and the total duration of the train is 51 hours and 20 minutes. That's gonna be
Pretty long.
That's gonna be a pretty long trip. However, as part of the journey, we're gonna be making a special stop in Denver, where we'll switch things up and upgrade to the most expensive accommodation on the entire train. So with that said, let's board this train, which is the monster double floor superliner train that's double the size of our last train, having all sorts of different cars and experiences. Oh my gosh, is this ours?
This is so big.
Oh, this is a bit of an upgrade compared to the roomette. Hi, Chicago. Supposedly this room is double the size as the last, but it feels so much bigger. Like over here we have not one, but 2 seats that, you know, if you're not using the other, you can just use as a footrest, or you can use one of our other seats that turn into, I guess you would say, like a couch.
And what's so nice about this room is usually when you're traveling on sleeper cars in Amtrak, you only have one window, so you can only see on one side of the train, but here we can see on both sides at the same time.
And although the size is just enormous, the upgrades don't stop there. Like, before we had a little shade shutting our room, now we have a full-on door with also a mirror. Then right next to the door, we have a closet space, which is quite nice with all of these towels. Again, another table slash checkerboard. And then above the couch and seats are these 2 platforms here that during bedtime transforms into a completely second level, which you'll see later when we go to sleep. And we've only been on this train for about 20 minutes, but something super exciting is with the passing views, in about 2 minutes, we're passing by where I grew up as a kid. When I was a kid, I used to watch these trains go by, and they were so big. And I used to ask my parents, like, what are those trains doing? Why are they so big? And they were like, oh, they're going to California. And I thought to myself, I want to be going on one of those trains someday. And here we are. So cool. So cool. Here it is. LaGrange. Oh, I missed the LaGrange sign, but it said LaGrange. Now, like I said, these train cars are called a superliner, and unlike the first train, there's all these super special carriages on board. So right now we're headed to the observation car, and oh my gosh, this is one of the most impressive train cars I have ever seen, with having mirrors first on a sort of bottom level, and then mirrors in like, and then in
Not mirrors.
windows. And although these views are unbelievable, right now the sun's going down, so we're gonna come back here tomorrow to see the views the California Zephyr is most famous for. But with that said, we're actually also entering a new state of Iowa, where we're crossing over the massive Mississippi River. Welcome to Iowa, Lucille.
Iowa looks very much like Ohio. Super beautiful though, like the farms are so beautiful. We just passed a beautiful forest as well.
Yeah, it is true that the views right now aren't the most eventful. However, there's actually a lot of cool places around Iowa, which is why for Lucille's American experience, I got you this to learn more about Iowa.
Oh my god, is that a puzzle?
Yeah, it's a jigsaw puzzle.
Oh my god, that is very funny.
I love Iowa.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Iowa, corn and stuff.
Yeah. Dinner time has started, and we're heading to the dining car to try the fanciest meal Amtrak offers of their 3-course dinner.
What room are you?
You're 15.
Okay, right there. 32 or 31?
Where should we go?
Right there. Where are you going? Are you at 32 or 31? Okay, join them right here. What room are you? Where are you traveling to?
What room are you in? What about you?
We're going all the way to California, so San Francisco, yeah.
A 3-course meal turned out to be even better than expected, with for the first course me going with the pearl tempura shrimp and Lucille getting the fresh mixed green salad with creamy brie cheese. For the main course I went with Amtrak's signature flat iron steak and mashed potatoes, which was shockingly good for train food, while Lucille had the thyme-marinated chicken breast with rich mushroom sauce. But as our desserts arrived of the beautiful chocolate cake for me and the incredible-looking blueberry cheesecake for Lucille, we realized just how far we'd come from nervously avoiding eye contact at the start to now talking and laughing the entire time with the lady across the table, whose name we found out is Rosangela from Brazil, who's on an epic few-month journey around the US, and later Jeffrey from Taiwan, who's heading all the way to California to visit his kids. Like, to think just a few moments ago we were so nervous to talk that we wouldn't even look up from our menus and now have 2 new friends from 2 different countries is crazy to me and reminds me just why train travel is so special.
Great meeting you guys, bye.
Oh, that was so nice, Lucille. That was so cool. Anyway, now we're headed back to our room where I believe our beds have been made.
Oh, what?
Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Okay, our room has completely changed. Like, first of all, a second level has now been created by having this like bunk bed here, but then below it, the couch has become a double bed. But what's so cool about this is, although there's these 2 beds here, the room itself feels like it's still very big, with having the 2 chairs still out. Anyway, although these beds look super comfy, we are not going to sleep yet, as we're arriving to a new state of Nebraska, where for Lucille's American experience, as it's completely pitch black dark out, we're going to be watching a movie simply called Nebraska.
Nebraska. I would not have guessed it.
Lucille.
Oh my god, I get another cup?
Welcome to Colorado.
Oh my god.
It looks like there's snow on the ground.
Now, in a few minutes, we're arriving to our special stop of Denver, where we'll be getting off the train and getting back on in their most luxurious first-class suite. But first, since we have about an hour stop here in Denver, I'm gonna have Lucille try the most American breakfast possible by going to a diner. And we have arrived to the Union Station restaurant, which is this beautiful old little diner-looking place. And Lucille, I want to ask you, have you ever eaten a Denver omelet before?
Never.
How about shrimp and grits?
Never.
So Lucille, this is an American breakfast.
I think American breakfast is like the best. French breakfast is a slice of bread. So this is obviously cooler.
And after a massive meal, we're getting back on the train and going to our 3rd accommodation of the most expensive one, simply called the bedroom.
All right, let's see what this bedroom looks like. Whoa.
Like, for the first time in the last 2 days, I feel like we really have like a private room experience. Because unlike any other cabin on this train, over here, we have our own private toilet and shower. And similar to the family room, we have a couch area here and also a seat, and then right next to the seat we have our own sink area. And although the bedroom is super cool, we're rushing to the observation car because we're about to go through the best views on the entire trip, going through the Colorado Rockies.
I think we can get out here.
Let's touch some snow. One part about this trip that's so cool that I had no idea of is we're gonna be going through all the different elements. Like, New York started off being a beautiful fall weather, then Chicago was almost like the summer. Now we're in the snow, and then we're headed to California for,
fun.
I'm not sure. Photo bomb! Yeah. Exactly. And that's the other element of this train that I love. It feels like we're all a group. So as we make our way through these beautiful mountains, Colorado is going to be mostly the state that we're in today. So I thought I had to give Lucille almost like a second American experience while here based around Colorado. So Lucille, close your eyes. Open.
Oh my god, it's Colorado Monopoly?
Okay, so a few hours later and it's lunchtime, and in this suite we're gonna try something that is only available in first class of the room service.
She said that since it's a kid's grilled cheese, she gave it to you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, we officially have the best train attendant of all time. He didn't give us 2 meals, but 3.
That's my mood today.
So room service comes in like just a big bag of stuff here.
We have first little grilled cheese, and then we have the famous Amtrak burger.
Oh my gosh. And this thing looks really delicious.
And the third one is the cheese ball.
Cheers, Lucille, to our massive feast of a room service meal. With these beautiful views. Today has been one of the most majestic days for just watching the nature passing by, and it's all been capped off by going through the Ruby Canyon here at sunset while entering into Utah. Lucille, welcome to Utah.
I am very happy to be here. We've been so lucky here. Apparently we are not able to see that usually because sometimes the train is late and you don't get to see this.
But dinner's actually starting soon, so we're gonna head there and see who we meet tonight. I'm actually excited to see who we meet. Like, yesterday I was a bit shy, but now I'm hyped.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I know what to do now. I will talk to people.
Yeah, we're not gonna just like stand there like, where do we sit? Where do we sit?
Oh wait.
Alright.
Hey, Tom.
Hi.
Am I the one that?
Yes, it's a photo bomb.
I photobombed you.
Okay, this was a special meal. Like, what are the chances that the same guy who photobombed us earlier is the one we eat dinner with? Anyway, the food was amazing again, with us trying the main dish we hadn't tried yet of the Atlantic salmon. But to be honest, the conversations with Tom and his best friend were even better. And we got along so well that I had to ask them a question. We're all going to San Francisco here. Why wouldn't you just take the 4-hour flight from Chicago? Why would you take a 52-hour train?
Because we've never done it before, and we're doing a trains, planes, and automobiles. It's an adventure, yeah, it's an adventure.
Anyway, while we've been eating dinner, we've made our way through a decent chunk of Utah. And obviously it's dark out, so for Lucille's American experience, we're gonna watch the most Utah movie possible with a post-dinner snack. Oh.
Why did you do this?
Utah chocolates.
Oh my god.
Good morning, Lucille. Welcome to Nevada.
Oh my god, I get another cup. I love it.
The sunrise is unbelievable right now. And with the sunrise, as we're waking up in a new state, I have a bit of a surprise for Lucille. Here you go.
What is it? Canned bighorn sheep? Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, I was afraid that it was meat.
In France you would have had like bighorn sheep pate or something.
Here's your breakfast, Lucille.
So I'm not ready.
No, for breakfast, we're not gonna have canned bighorn pate. We're gonna get room service again. And for our room service here, we went with 2 things we haven't gotten yet for breakfast of the French toast and 3-egg omelet with a croissant. Lucille, these are like all your country's foods here.
I feel at home.
Okay, Lucille, so welcome to California.
California.
Well, we're about to roll into San Francisco, and I have a surprise for Lucille, and I think I saved the best for last. Now, Lucille, We could have just taken a 6-hour flight to get to San Francisco, but instead we took a 75-hour train to get here, and we experienced so many incredible memories over those 75 hours. So I got you this.
Oh, our American adventure.